Hi, this is Kristen and Amy from Kaia FIT Las Vegas, and we are going to talk about pull-ups today. So to get started, we want to talk about some warm-ups. For the pull-ups, you're going to be using a lot of lat muscles, a lot of shoulders, so we really want to get those lats and shoulders warmed up. So starting with some arm circles, just to get those shoulders nice and loosened up. And backwards arm circles and across the body. You can also use your bands for a lot of really good shoulder stretches. So lacing your hands in the band, leaning back into that band, really allowing yourself to get a nice lat stretch. Even flipping that hand, getting the other side stretched out, or even taking that foot and bowling it across. So holding each of those for about 30 seconds and then switching to the other arm, making sure to get really nice and loose in those lats and shoulders. So to start, if somebody is not comfortable getting onto the pull-up bar, we're going to recommend doing ring rows. So here we have rings. Now the more upright you are, the easier it's going to be. The more parallel your body gets to the ground, the more difficult it's going to be. So you want to keep a nice tight core, focusing on those lats, pulling with those lats, but really keeping tight through your legs, tight through your core, pulling up. And again, she can, as that gets easier, she can walk her feet in. For your even more advanced athletes, you can even get a box out, put their feet up on a box, which is going to make their body even more parallel to the ground and make those ring rows even more difficult. So even your athletes that are proficient with pull-ups can still benefit from ring rows, really building that strength. But that is going to be our first progression for our pull-up. You want to do strict pull-up? Sure. So our next is going to be strict pull-up. Again, this is a really great way to build strength, a good place to work before you start doing the kipping pull-up. Again, focusing on those lats, pulling yourself up. So that is going to be our strict pull-up. In addition to that, you can use a box to do a negative. So for those that are not ready maybe for the strict pull-up, the box is a little bit high for Amy because she's so tall. But you can do a negative, you letting yourself slowly go down, again, really building that strength. If your athletes are not ready to do a strict pull-up on their own, you can also use a band. So the thinner the band, the harder it is, and it's going to counteract your body weight. Again, really engaging those lats and a really good way to build strength.
Making sure that when they step into the bands, they cross their foot over the band so that it doesn't snap up and hit them in the face or between the legs, and then carefully getting in and out of the band.
And reminding them that they don't have to take their feet out of the band. So a lot of times the girls don't want to stand on the band or they want to come out, but you can actually, you won't hurt the band, you can stand on it, stay in it for multiple reps. So once you've kind of built your strength in the ring rows and in the strict pull-ups, we can start talking about the kipping pull-up. So with the kipping pull-up, again, you're going to want to stay really tight in your core. A lot of people think that this movement is generated from their legs, but it's really generated from the core. So a good drill is to get up and just practice the kip swing, thinking about a Superman and banana. So just like we do on the ground, being in that Superman and banana position, using that core and being able to stop at any point because you're using your core to generate that momentum. So really pushing that head through and then coming back. Now the key on the pull-up is finding that point of weightlessness. So you're pushing through, and when you're coming back, you're pulling, you're finding that point of weightlessness, but at the top, pushing yourself away into the next pull-up and really pushing that head through. So Amy will demonstrate that kipping pull-up and pushing away into that next rep. Again, this is another thing that you can practice on the band. It's a little difficult because the band is going to be kind of in your face, but you want to try to get that band in the middle of your body, and again, pushing yourself into the band, up over, and pushing away at the top. And that is the pull-up.